Hey everyone, I'm Keelan.
And I'm Piyush.
And we are Boho Voyage. So today we are in Ayutthaya, Thailand, and before we head out in the hot weather to the ruins, we thought that we would stop here at the Million Toy Museum. Both of us love video games.
Yes, and I definitely love toys, and it seems like there is a lot of them here. I'm excited.
There are. This particular museum was inspired after Japan's Kitahara Ten Toy Museum, and I'm really excited. Have you guys ever been to that one? Let us know in the comments, because we do plan on going to Japan one day.
Yep.
So let us know how it was and if it compares to this one at all while you're watching. But as you can see right off the bat, there are so many really fun, modern, and it looks like antique toys as well. So I'm excited to see some of those. It looks like it's 2 floors, which is really nice.
Yep.
It's a really pretty building as well. It's got these pastel blues and white paint, so it's really serene, relaxing. Leave your shoes at the door when you come in, and for nationals it's 20 baht only, and for foreigners it's 50 baht, which really isn't bad. Was that like a $1.75 USD? Not bad at all. So, how many of these dolls do you think are haunted? I have a good idea. This one. That one's very upset. Hey. So guys, they have actually some really cute old model or old style of toys that you can actually buy when you're in here, and like the prices are like 15 baht for some of them. The little cars are 50 baht. It's really neat. Back here at Wat Kamikarat, and one of the really cool things about this is it actually kind of predates the original founding of Ayutthaya back in like 1351, I want to say it was. And right behind us, I know you can't see all of it, but it was like a really large chetty in the shape of a bell. And it's surrounded by 52 of these singas or lion-esque statues, which is really neat. I love it because you can see the original brickwork on there, and it just gives this really like nice feeling of what life was here like back here in the 1300s. Actually, I just noticed this behind me. This looks like one of the original Naga statues where it had the snake heads on it. I just noticed that, and I thought that was like really cool if you guys wanted to check that out. But also another one of the cool things that are supposed to be here is the reclining Buddha that dates back to like 500 years ago, and all the gold leaf on it is supposed to be gone now, but let's go see if we can find that. Alright, let's take a look around.
Okay, so we made it to historical park, and right now we're at Wat Phra, and this is also another ruin that was constructed in 1369.
I know. A little bit of history about Ayutthaya as well. Ayutthaya was the original capital of Thailand back when it was Siam, and it was ransacked by the Burmese in like the 1700s. I don't know the exact year, but it was, I mean, just absolutely destroyed. But at one point in time, it was the world's most largest city. It was a huge, huge trading area. There was so much that happened here in this city, and I mean, you know, 300 years ago, this was the place to be. But after the Burmese came and like ravaged it, that's when Bangkok, which was originally like a port city, that's when it became the capital of Thailand. But it's really, really neat. I think right behind us is where one of the king's crypts are, and one of the reasons why they would put them in a large kind of religious place like this is so that they would guarantee to be reincarnated back into a Buddha. We saw one of the original little Naga statues that are up there, and I can see it right on the corner. If you look really, really closely, you can make it out. But there is an entrance into here as well. I'm not sure if like you can actually go in or not, but it has like some old relics. It has some murals on the wall. It sounds really interesting, and I would love to see it. But let's see if we're even allowed inside. So sadly, we found it, and you can't climb up. Or at least we're not willing to take that chance just because we don't want to get kicked out of the historical park right when we get here and then we can't show you anything. But if you're brave enough, you know, to risk it, which we wouldn't recommend, I want to say that this is the relic room right up here where you can see the murals and everything, or the crypt. One of those two. If you know for sure, let us know in the comments, because it's just really cool. Alright guys, so we made it over to Wat Mahathat, and one of the really interesting sights here that a lot of people come out to see is the Buddha head that is actually trapped into the roots of the Bodhi Tree. And this is it right behind us. You can see a lot of people are here to take pictures, but some really cool theories about it is in the early 1900s when they were starting to come and excavate. I think it was fully excavated in the 1950s, but a lot of the heads have been knocked off of all the statues by the Burmese back in the 1700s. So when they finally started coming in and excavating, they just found the tree, you know, had enveloped this particular head. Another theory, going back to the early 1900s, is that a thief actually came and had hidden this head, and I guess he never made it back to grab his treasure, and it got engulfed in these tree roots. So it's probably really special, but I thought this was, you know, a really cool theory, and I wanted to share it with you guys. The reason why Wat Mahathat is so important is because it was the center of like the historical center. It was right next to the city palace, and it held all of the relics, especially of all the Buddha statues. So when the Burmese came through, this is where they came. They knocked all the heads off of the statues. You know, the one ended up at the Bodhi Tree, which is really cool. But this was the happening spot and the place to be, and this is where a lot of the towns and the city's kingdom events happened. It's where a lot of the trades happened, and it was just where they housed like all of their main valuables. So our last stop is the Jim's Cafe. It's right next to the train station, so we're just gonna have some lattes and relax in the air conditioner and then head over to the train station to catch our 6 o'clock. We did go by the Chao San Phraya National Museum. It was 150 baht per person. Very, very small. Very small. Not a lot to see, but what you do see is nice. There's a couple of rooms where you can't take pictures or record. They actually don't want you to record in the whole area, but we snuck some that we're showing you. And then we took some pictures as well. But they have a lot of the relics and gold jewelry, which is really nice, that are from some of the sites that we all saw today. So that was really nice to see. That head that we mentioned is also in there from the first temple and Wat that we went to today. So that was really cool to see the real thing compared to the artificial one. Other than that, it was nice. They have some souvenirs. We got Piyush a little bracelet.
She got me a tiny bell with a cat on it.
I thought it was really cute. Aside from that, we hope that you'll give this video a thumbs up, and please let us know what you liked about what we saw today, or if you've been to Ayutthaya, what was your favorite place, or what could you skip, what could you totally not see? Let us know. We'd really like to know, because we do plan on coming back to see more one day. And definitely subscribe to our channel for more. We'd appreciate it a lot.
And please click on the bell icon so you can keep watching us.
Alright guys, so we're gonna head out and catch our train in a little bit. Thank you so much for spending the day with us.
Bye! Someone's getting blessed.
I sure am. Leave my blessing alone, darn it. So we came to this place called, oh my goodness, I forgot the name. Boho. Okay, I remember the name now.